Learn Gujarati must phrases, English too.
જોઈએ.
And more. Welcome to Must Island. Hey, you are about to learn some very useful Gujarati obligation phrases. And yes, we will make grammar sound less like homework and more like a comedy show. Imagine you arrive on Must Island, where every sign, cat, teacher, and bus driver is obsessed with what people have to do. The biggest glowing sign says,
જોઈએ.
which often means must, should, or need to, depending on context. A red stop sign whispers, then shouts.
જોઈએ.
A lazy cat stretches on a sofa while a tiny alarm clock yells.
જોઈએ.
At it. On this island, nobody simply thinks about action. No. Everybody says action is necessary. So today, you will learn how to say must and would have to in Gujarati, step by step, laugh by laugh. Your core word today. Start with the hero word. Say it out loud with me like you mean business. The core word is
જોઈએ.
It often expresses obligation, must, should, or need to. I must leave now. In Gujarati,
મારે હવે જવું જોઈએ.
you must study today. In Gujarati,
તમારે આજે અભ્યાસ કરવો જોઈએ.
we must be careful. In Gujarati,
આપણે સાવધાન રહેવું જોઈએ.
think of
જોઈએ.
as a road sign pointing to obligation. Not a gentle suggestion from a sleepy pillow, more like a serious sign wearing glasses. The dramatic backpack of duty. Now let us make obligation personal. Time to carry the famous backpack of responsibility. I would have to is.
મારે કરવું પડે.
Picture a heavy backpack labeled duty landing on your shoulders. I would have to leave early.
મારે વહેલું જવું પડે.
If it rained, I would have to stay inside.
જો વરસાદ પડે તો મારે અંદર રહેવું પડે.
I would have to study more.
મારે વધુ અભ્યાસ કરવો પડે.
Say it once.
મારે કરવું પડે.
Again, but with more heroic suffering.
મારે કરવું પડે.
Now it is your problem. Friendly warning. The grammar spotlight is moving from me to you. You would have to is.
તારે કરવું પડત.
This is the phrase of imagined responsibility landing right in your lap. You would have to leave early.
તારે વહેલું જવું પડત.
You would have to study more.
તારે વધુ અભ્યાસ કરવો પડત.
Without help, you would have to do it alone.
મદદ વગર તારે એકલા કરવું પડત.
Imagine a teacher, a coach, and one extremely judgmental pigeon all pointing at you and saying,
તારે કરવું પડત.
That image should stay in your memory forever, or at least until dinner. Everybody has homework. Let us spread the obligation around. Nobody escapes this chapter, not even fictional people. He must.
તેને જ કરવું જોઈએ.
Picture a spotlight on one guy while everyone else suddenly becomes very busy looking away. She must.
જરૂર છે.
In context, you can hear this in sentences like,
તેને હવે જવું જરૂરી છે.
it would have to.
જરૂર પડશે.
This feels future-like or conditional, as in something would have to happen. We must.
આપણે જ જોઈએ.
Group duty, team pressure, shared snacks, shared responsibility. You must.
તમારે જ જોઈએ.
This one is direct, very direct, almost wearing a whistle. They must.
તેઓએ જ જોઈએ.
Great for talking about a whole group that cannot avoid the task. Mini dialogue at the bus stop. Listen to this little scene and picture it clearly. Drama helps memory, and buses help drama. A. The bus is coming. What now? B. I must leave now.
મારે હવે જવું જોઈએ.
A. If you miss it, you would have to walk.
તારે ચાલવું પડત.
B. Honestly, if I missed it, I would have to cry a little first.
મારે કરવું પડે.
Is easier than extra walking. A. Look, he must decide now.
તેને જ કરવું જોઈએ.
B. And she must hurry too.
તેને હવે જવું જરૂરી છે.
A. If the door closes, it would have to wait till tomorrow.
જરૂર પડશે.
B. Then we must run.
આપણે જ જોઈએ.
A. Yes, you must move.
તમારે જ જોઈએ.
Narrator. And they must stop talking and get on the bus.
તેઓએ જ જોઈએ.
Quick pattern drill. Now you repeat mentally or aloud. Fast, fun, no overthinking. Must.
જોઈએ.
I would have to.
મારે કરવું પડે.
You would have to.
તારે કરવું પડત.
He must.
તેને જ કરવું જોઈએ.
She must.
જરૂર છે.
It would have to.
જરૂર પડશે.
We must.
આપણે જ જોઈએ.
You must.
તમારે જ જોઈએ.
They must.
તેઓએ જ જોઈએ.
Silly memory tricks. If a phrase makes you laugh, it sticks. So let us make your memory slightly ridiculous. 4.
જોઈએ.
Imagine a glowing checklist in the sky. Every box says must. 4.
મારે કરવું પડે.
Imagine your coffee mug telling you, sorry, buddy, duty first. 4.
તારે કરવું પડત.
Imagine a pigeon delivering a tiny legal notice directly to you. 4.
તેને જ કરવું જોઈએ.
Picture a spotlight pointing at one poor guy holding everybody's homework. 4.
જરૂર છે.
Hear a strict drumbeat. Necessary, necessary, necessary. 4.
જરૂર પડશે.
Imagine a future alarm clock wearing a tie. 4.
આપણે જ જોઈએ.
See a team anthem with snacks and responsibility. 4.
તમારે જ જોઈએ.
Imagine a tiny bossy parrot on your shoulder. 4.
તેઓએ જ જોઈએ.
Picture a group of cats in office clothes attending a mandatory meeting. Yes, mandatory. Tiny quiz time. Let us see what stuck. No pressure. Okay, a little pressure. Very on theme. What Gujarati word often means must or should in many contexts? Answer.
જોઈએ.
How do you say I would have to? Answer.
મારે કરવું પડે.
How do you say you would have to? Answer.
તારે કરવું પડત.
How do you say he must? Answer.
તેને જ કરવું જોઈએ.
Which phrase gives a future or conditional sense, like it would have to? Answer.
જરૂર પડશે.
How do you say we must? Answer.
આપણે જ જોઈએ.
How do you say you must? Answer.
તમારે જ જોઈએ.
How do you say they must? Answer.
તેઓએ જ જોઈએ.
Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just trained your ear and memory with some powerful Gujarati obligation phrases. Today you learned must and would have to expressions from English to Gujarati, including
જોઈએ. મારે કરવું પડે. તારે કરવું પડત. તેને જ કરવું જોઈએ. જરૂર છે. જરૂર પડશે. આપણે જ જોઈએ. તમારે જ જોઈએ.
and.
તેઓએ જ જોઈએ.
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing out loud, revisit the funny images, and try making your own short Gujarati sentences every day. You are doing great.